Being a perfectionist, a lot of the time, let's go positives and negatives, and a lot of the time, when you get yourself to that point of is never good enough, I always ended up burning myself out or pushing myself to the limit, right? Because it has to be exactly that way. And I think for me, quite honestly, what has stopped me from doing it as much has been two things. One, me reckoning with the fact that my body, my well-being, mental and physical, will be really affected because I'm pushing constantly. And so that's one. Actually, there's three. The second one is also your relationships sometimes will be affected because when you're a perfectionist, especially at work, it's really hard for you to let go of things, which means you might be working a bit over time, or you might be, it will happen because you're like, oh no, this is not good enough, or I need to do this, or I need to finish that. So again, relationships can suffer. I've been doing this for 8 years. I've had relationships in between. So I know, that is a different type of path when it comes to your work, your kind of work expectations. And I also find that, when it comes to that perfectionist streak, there's also an element of ego, which I think is the last thing worth mentioning. So obviously I mentioned mental and physical well-being, a bit of also like understanding how it affects your relationship with yourself and others. And also the ego, and letting go of my ego was probably the biggest thing. And a lot of the time we're perfectionists because when we're perfectionists, there's also an element of procrastination in it, which is really fascinating when you think about the concept of perfectionism. And also there's an element of not wanting to let go sometimes of something that doesn't work or something that maybe we need to change.